welcome to my studio. This is where all of the creative magic happens. And I actually thought it would be fun to start sharing some behind the scenes little vlogs here on my YouTube channel. Now over my Patreon community, I do monthly vlogs that are anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes of what I've got going on here in my studio, as well as tutorials, creating art, the process. But I thought it would be fun to just take clips and things that I've been working on, what life looks like behind the scenes over here for a professional artist, and share it with all of you here on YouTube. Since making, selling, teaching art is my job, it's the way that I support my family, I actually end up spending a lot of time here in my studio working on a variety of different things. And I think sometimes it's fun to share what that looks like. I've wanted to be an artist since I was probably about 4 or 5 years old. I can remember telling my parents, when I grow up, I'm going to be an artist, and I've actually worked really hard on that goal my entire life. And here I am at 47, running a really successful creative business as a solopreneur. And I think it's really important sometimes to share that there's a lot of possibility in alternative career paths, in your job looking different from things you are seeing out there, of even your daily work schedule looking different, that there is possibility and a lot of creativity in doing things in a way that looks very different from a lot of society. So I wanted to pull these vlogs together. They're gonna be short, they're gonna be clips of just all sorts of random stuff that I have going on over here, with the hope to bring you all into my world a little bit more. I share a lot of tutorials, I share a lot of inspiration, and something I have also been wanting to share is what it looks like to be running a creative business, to be working as an artist, and just what life behind the scenes looks like over here. I already know some of it's gonna be really random, but I love watching vlogs here on YouTube. I'm always very curious and interested in what other people's life looks like behind the scenes, and I'm hoping you all will enjoy that here and there when I have the time to put these together. If you are indeed wanting something that is more extensive, again, over on my Patreon, every month I do have really long vlogs, often highlighting something I have going on that month, usually sharing a tutorial or some sort of process I'm working on, a lot of personal things that I have happening over behind the scenes over here if you enjoy longer format when it comes to vlogging. So I've just pulled together a lot of clips of things that have been going on, what life looks like over here behind the scenes the last handful of months, so you can once again get a good little peek into what it looks like to be an artist. So even though I work by myself, I make sure that I get up and I get ready every single day. I make myself lunch. I head out of the house so that I have a real distinction between work and home. I work a pretty standard schedule at my studio. I work Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This might change depending on the season, the different deadlines that I have. There's a lot of flexibility in working for yourself, and there are seasons where I am working a lot. And then there are other seasons where I'm able to take weeks off and really pull back on my different tasks. But most days, Monday through Friday, you can find me here in my studio. I usually spend about 80% of my time sitting at my filming desk underneath lights and a camera, filming content, tutorials, as well as online classes. And since my online classes and virtual offerings are a big part of what pays the bills over here, I have to be incredibly organized about how I film content, how far in advance I edit and create marketing and promotions. And I will say a big percentage of my time here in my studio space is spent doing those things. Then there are days and seasons where I have fun creating products. While I do not depend on making and selling products these days like I used to at the early days of my business, I still really enjoy making things, sharing them, selling them, and so quarterly I will have things that I sell in my shop. Anything from canvas pouches to pottery. I have 2 parents who are potters, and I'm a part of the whole process of making pottery photography as well. So I really enjoy incorporating making art still in the things that I do. I am absolutely in love with teaching art to so many people out there. It has also been really important for me as I've grown and evolved as a business owner and changed things up to always maintain some kind of space for me to continue to make things, to experiment, to try new mediums, to play around with products and things that I can put out into the world. Personally, I really need time in my schedule to continue to make art, and I feel like it is this process that enables me to be a better teacher or to come up with new ideas that I end up sharing with so many of you out there. The last few months over here have really been spent stockpiling handmade products for the holidays, as well as filming and editing future classes. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty busy. I've actually been in my studio working a lot over the summer, and the way that I offset a lot of the time that I spend working is by hiking and getting out in nature. I know a lot of people out there have all kinds of hobbies and things they do to decompress and take care of themselves. And for me, I'm a pretty simple gal. I need nature desperately every single day in my life. And I live in a really beautiful place where I can access a lot of nature and adventure. So if you don't find me in the studio, you will find me somewhere in nature, often taking photographs or videos, turning them into something that I utilize for inspiration in my art. Something that's really important in my own creative process is making time and space to go hunting for inspiration in my own backyard, in my own surroundings. It is so easy to grab your phone, your computer, to look at social media for inspiration. And for many years, it has been a big part of my daily process to go hunting for my own inspiration off the internet. I grab my camera, I take photos of things that catch my eye. Sometimes it's a crack in the sidewalk, a beautiful sunset. Sometimes it's perhaps the way the leaves are falling on the ground. I'm always on the hunt for things that spark an idea, and then I capture those things. And the end result is that I have a really big database of photography, of things that I can pull from when I'm in a pinch, when I need inspiration. And the best part of this process is that I am pulling from my own authentic experience every day for that inspiration. Instead of being tempted to look at trends or see what other people are doing, I can pull from my daily routine, the walks that I go on, the seasons that I'm experiencing, and turn those things into new ideas and concepts. It is often this process that brings me a new idea for a class that I offer, something new to share on social media platforms within my business. And the best part is that this keeps me off the internet when I am looking for new ideas, new concepts, and ideas to share. I know there's probably a number of you out there who actually take my classes and have heard me talk about this, but I truly believe one of the easiest ways to find your own voice as an artist, to lean into authenticity in your work, is to pull that inspiration from your daily life. Even if your daily life feels boring or monotonous, even if you feel like you are not living somewhere that is inspiring, I truly feel that finding unique ways to pull in the things that you observe and see around you is one of the most important ways to find your voice as an artist. And while it may not happen overnight, making time in your day, in your schedule, to simply take notice of things around you or to document those things with either a sketch or a photograph is a really great habit to incorporate into your daily creative routine. I've been making art since I was a little kid. I went to college and studied painting and printmaking. I've been running a creative business for a number of years now, and I've learned all kinds of really great lessons. But I will say the most profound thing that I have learned is how important it is, whether you're creating art for yourself or like me, if you're creating art for a business, how important it is to really look to your daily life for that inspiration. That's truly one of the best ways to incorporate yourself and your authenticity into the things that you create.
So I want to thank you for joining me for a little peek behind the scenes over here. I'm going to try to post more videos like this when I am able, and in the meantime, I hope you are able to find inspiration in your daily life and find unique ways to incorporate creativity into all of the things that you do.